Shalom, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles and the bishops, and brothers on down, a great millstone. Salutations to those who elect. This is your brother Raiban Yamia here to share another lesson. And I haven't decided a title for this lesson yet, but as per the New York Post published a few days ago by Alex Oliveira, it says U.S. servicewoman and fitness influencer Michelle Young dies by unaliving, leaving friends shocked. Now, in these last days, you have a lot of people living, fake lives. You understand? Gone are the days where a man or woman would have an identity, right? Even the unbelievers of the world, 10, 15 years ago had a certain way about them that wasn't fake. You understand? If you're a Christian, you're a Christian. If you're a Muslim, you're a Muslim. You understand? Now you have Christians who believe in eating abominable things. You understand? They are swearing they believe that there's an actual God. They believe there's a power but they don't believe in worshiping the power. So there's all kind of madness and a crisis of identity, and man pleasers out here. Self-centeredness have increased at an all-time high, and these things are not new. You understand? This is this old behavior happening in new bodies, but is old behavior. And before I read the article, I'm gonna read this in the GNT, the Good News Translation, Ecclesiastes chapter 1. I'm gonna read on down a little bit, from verse 1 to verse 11. It says, "These are the words of the philosopher David's son, who was king in Jerusalem. He says, it is useless, said the philosopher. Life is useless, all useless. You spend your life working, laboring, and what do you have to show for it? Generations come and generations go, but the world stays just the same. The sun still rises and it still goes down, going wearily back to where it must start all over again. The wind blows south, the wind blows north, wrong and back again. Every river flows into the sea where the river begins and starts all over again. Everything leads to weariness, a weariness too great for words, right? A weariness too great for words. Our eyes can never see enough to be satisfied. Our ears can never hear enough. What has happened before will happen again. What has been done before will be done again. There is nothing new in the whole world. Look, they say, here is something new. But no, it has all happened before. Long before we were born. No one remembers what has happened in the past. And no one in days to come will remember what happens between now and then. So, this is not new. How many influencers over the past, especially after the past few years, from 2020 on up, have done this. Have taken selfies and stuff and died. All kind of madness, man. So these things ain't nothing new. And the woman, she has given herself over to the folly. So Lord willing, this lesson, be edified and cause you to not be mesmerized by the jollity of Babylon. And then I'll close it out. Alright, it says a member of the U.S. Army with a popular fitness and fashion account on Instagram has died by unaliving devastated friends share on Saturday. Staff Sergeant Michelle Young, so she's in a position of authority. The Bible did tell us that the woman, she would usurp authority. from a man. It says Staff Sergeant Michelle Young, age 34, took her own life after leaving behind her 12-year-old daughter, whom friends describe as her whole world, in a heart-wrenching post on GoFundMe. Michelle was a beautiful soul, an amazing friend, a single mother, a soldier. So the feminist agenda is to convince women that they could have it all and do it all. But that is not the case, right? A soldier, and it's proof you never know what someone is going through or what demons they may be fighting. Friend Sarah Main wrote on the page, "We will never fill the gaps in our hearts and will always be left with questions," she said. Young had served in the army for 16 years, first enlisting when she was about 18 years old. During the time, she completed 2 tours in Afghanistan, the Daily Mail reported. Just days before news of her death broke, Young had posted a birthday message on Instagram for her daughter Gracie. "Happy birthday to the sweetest girl I've ever known," she wrote. "The best part about my life is being your mama." And this is her right here. So it's all fake, it's all a facade. You know what I'm saying? These posts that mainly women, but people in general post, with their cars and, with their children, their vacations with a luxurious background. You understand? It's all fake, man. It's better to not have an account, you know what I mean? Just, serve you bashing me I was shy, if you're going on vacation, you know what I mean, just go and come back and be happy with that. But they have to show everything, you know what I'm saying? It's all fake. So you ain't missing nothing by not being on there, man. She alright. She alright, you know what I'm saying? And she was in the army too, so only Lord knows what went down in there. Those are 16 years, they said, that she was in there. It says, friends recalled how close Young and Gracie were. With countless photos on social media, see, you get tired looking at that thing, man. Social media showing a loving mother and daughter. Just this past Halloween, the past dressed up as Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So they're playing a role. You understand? These things are fake, man. So a lot of times, even when they are in relationship, they overwhelm the relationship or the marriage by constantly having postings in there. You understand? There's no real, privacy, which wanes on a relationship. It says Young commanded a following of over 100,000 people on an Instagram account where she modeled apparel from a female veteran-focused athlete attire company. The influencer advocated, so you see, they even have a section, for them to do these things in here. A female veterans-focused athletic attire company. The influencer advocated for better mental health treatment for veterans while combating homelessness among former soldiers. She also volunteered at her local shelter as a crisis trauma response volunteer. Man, this is alright, yeah. Yeah, this place is done, man. Needed Navy women. You know what I mean? It says in September she made a post for Suicidal Prevention Week, recalling how her older brother he unalived himself when she was 14 years old. encourage anybody in distress to reach out. See, we don't have that luxury as Israelites, man. We don't have that out. But these Edomites, they go through something. And she's a woman. She's a Babylonian woman at that. She's in her kingdom. And yet still, she's looking for the exit. You know what I'm saying? So anytime a Jacob shall look up, how much more so you Israel, especially you Eve. Yeah, Sanda is not right with the Most High. It says, it remains unclear what led to Young's suicide. From the outside looking in, it looked like she had it all. Main wrote in a separate post, mental illness is so prevalent, especially in the military. We need to find a way to do better. Nearly $25,000 has been raised on Young's GoFundMe page. The funds will go directly to her daughter. And I let the hotline there for the thing. And that concludes the article. You understand? So it's all a fake life that they live in. Nothing new is under the sun. And we're going to see many more of these. Right? So we are not to be taken down in in the duality, of Babylon, man. You understand? These are times that, we need to be locked in through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So pray more, man. Anything could bring, really, mental illness is really a spirit or a demon. But anything could bring about that unaliving spirit, man. That you know what I mean? To do that, man. It could be something as simple as going through poverty when you had it all, right? And because of a health situation or whatever, you lose your job. The bills come in, you can't do this and can't do that. What puts more pressure on the mind is to keep up appearances on the people. Because if people didn't have, all these eyes on them, to a great degree, they would live frugal, or they wouldn't mind stepping down to a frugal life. You know what I mean? For a time, however long that is, before they could build, and gain again. You understand? But, the mental pressures of keeping up with people. Not really keeping up with the Joneses, but that you want to maintain that image people have of you, that idea people have of you. That could weigh on your mind for you to do, that too. At this point, man, we're all going to lose, we're all going to lose our job. We won't be working and all that. We're all going to lose our cars. We're going to lose heavily. You know what I mean? So just, wherever your daily bread, most I give you, you give it. You know what I'm saying? And set your heart, upon the Lord. And wherever else you give it to. It may not be material stuff, but when the time a trouble come, you would need all these things. You know what I mean? You would just be banking on the spiritual account that will give you help, salvation, the angels helping you, sustenance, so on and so forth, man. So yeah, man. Set your affection on the Lord. I think I'm gonna grab that. Set your affection. I might be saying it wrong. No, okay. Colossians chapter 3 and 2, it says, set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth, man. You understand? Spiritual things, loving the Lord, fearing the Lord. And when you do these things, everything else He add on to you. You may not have the riches of the world or the influences of young, beautiful women, but He's going to give you what you need. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that is what I'll call it. Set your affection on things above. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. And until the next time, shalom.